chosen.
Good evening, Crusaders, seekers of knowledge and inner wisdom. Today I would like to share with you multiple stacking coincidences which seem to potentially justify the Q-board timing that we're encouraged to scrutinize by our 17 friend. 3 days, 3 nights shows us that General Flynn was pardoned 1,111 days after 11/11/17. Coincidentally, General Flynn was also the commander of the 111th Military Brigade. And number 3, Part 111 in the Georgia lawsuit by Sidney Powell is about an intel soldier that worked for Flynn in the 111th Military Brigade. It is also worthwhile noting that the Kraken lawsuit from Powell was placed in Georgia's 11th Federal District. Now, just for proof of the 1111 claim, when you put in the dates 11/11/2017 and 11/25/2020, the duration of time between those dates equals 1,111 days per this calculator, timeanddate.com. At sacredscribesAngelNumbers.blogspot, we get an interpretation of 1111. We're told that angel number 1111 signifies an energetic gateway that's been opened up for you, and this will rapidly manifest your thoughts into reality. There is an opportunity opening up for you, and your thoughts are manifesting them into a form of at lightning speed. Angel number 1111 is similar to the bright light of a flashbulb. It means that the universe has just taken a snapshot of your thoughts and is manifesting your ideas, thoughts, and beliefs into material form, creating your experiences and realities. So given that interpretation, we consider our current state of reality. We're in a world where New Mexico governor shuts down grocery stores for 2 weeks in a futile attempt to prevent people from transmitting COVID. Yes, without a doubt, the world is indeed very insane and psychopathic, but the angel number interpretation tells us that the universe is indeed extremely wide open at this point. It's important to look past the negativity, to state positive affirmations, to have an optimistic attitude. It appears we're heading into a universe of extremes. Either we can have the extreme Great Reset, or we can have the extreme Nasara, or we can be somewhere stuck in the middle. These numbers teach us that we are in at least somewhat of a magical type of reality, where there is some type of interface between the standard laws of physics and the desires of our deepest imaginations. I show you this additional coincidence brought to us by Major Patriot. Major Patriot states, "I did not know yesterday, the day President Trump pardoned Gen Flynn, that it was John F. Kennedy Jr.'s birthday." That was a direct message. No pardons for you, Hillary. Trump knows what you did. Flynn knows where all the bodies are buried. So importantly, that same day, which was 1,111 days away from 11/11/2017, at that time, 11/11/17 was just mere days after Q began posting. We have this additional synchronistic confirmation of 11/25/2020 being special. It happened to be John F. Kennedy Jr.'s birthday, and we know how important this guy has been to the lore of Q. Now, going back to 3 days, 3 nights post on the 11/11 days, let's look at his images. One image is a Q drop that states what must happen pre-11/11. 11/11 provided as strategic marker. Post midterms. Red wave coming. Strength. Justice. Q. Now, the specific post you just saw was made on May the 13th, 2018. Interestingly, the post below it is post number 1234. It was made April 24th, 2018, and basically references 11/11/18 being the day America will be unified again. Since 11/11/2017, which was 11 days before 11/25/2020, since that was 1 year before 11/11/2018, my question is, will America be unified again on 11/11/2021? What is this in reference to? And why is it post 1234? Recall that post 123 without the 4 is also synchronistic and special. It says nothing is random, everything has meaning, plus plus plus, Q. 3 days, 3 nights shows an additional image with this picture. It appears to be a type of crest. Sure, the symbology here does not escape most people. This appears to be a type of phoenix. This appears to be sun rays emanating outward. Recall the similarities of the image to the flag of Arizona. I then think of Austin Steinbart's particular contribution to whatever the situation is. And here is statement 111 in Sidney Powell's most recent lawsuit. It has the most damning information, or at least information that's considered the most interesting to the Q world. An analysis of the Dominion software system by former U.S. Mill intelligence experts concludes that the system and software have been accessible and were certainly compromised by some actors such as Iran and possibly the C word. As you see, I'm heavily censoring myself to get around the YouTubes. So yes, I find that to be an interesting coincidence with Sidney Powell's specific paragraph 111 in addition to all these other connections we've just discussed. But the coincidences do not end there. There's yet another connection. US Patriot brings us back to that special post from March 27, 2018 that says done in 30. I'm sure you guys remember that. Done in 30 was the answer to the question about freeing Flynn. Very interestingly, there's an additional post made September 25th, 2020 that references the old done in 30 post. Here, the statement is, what is the over-under? Done in 30 months? So someone at that time assumes Flynn must be freed in 30 months. And then our 17 friend references Sullivan retiring by March 2021. So now we're going into the timeline of at least 3 to 4 months into the future from today's date. Now we know that where these drops fit into our real timeline is something that has not been clearly elucidated at this time. In an attempt to determine how the post fit into real time, a Q clock had been made. Just a layman's attempt to make sense of all the many drops that have occurred over the last 4 years. Sorry, 3 years. Assuming done in 30 is a 2020 level post, the other verbiage in this post is very important. House cleaning, White House secured, final stage. White House secured must then reference the election with election results. Final stage references the fact that this is towards the end of the whole secret storm. Now anyways, the point of US Patriot's post is the apparent possible coincidence of General Flynn being pardoned by Trump about 30 weeks after Flynn's case was dismissed by the Department of Justice. Look at this post. This was from May 17th of this year. Flynn DOJ dismiss week 1. Flynn unmasked D-class week 2. Class 1 through 99 week 3. And then the weeks kind of continue up to 10. A 30-week period begins from May the 7th, 2020 up until about November the 25th, 2020. The day Flynn received the presidential pardon from Trump. That would then make Q's post done in 30 literally correct if you think of 30 as a term of weeks from the time the Department of Justice dismissed his case. However, plugging the dates into this time between dates calculator, I found this result. I received a result of exactly 29 weeks, not 30 weeks. In defense of his original calculation, US Patriot tells me, count out the weeks on your calendar rather than relying on a website to do it for you. It's 30 weeks. So I will follow his instructions and we'll do that together. First, I just want to show you that indeed, Flynn was dismissed by the Department of Justice on May the 7th. This was their filing date for their specific dismissal. Believe it or not, in order to even get to this CNN Politics article, I had to use DuckDuckGo because the website would not appear under Google. Now let's count the weeks through the calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So amazingly, even though this calculator says it's just 29 weeks, when you count out the weeks by hand, it winds up being 30 weeks, meaning US Patriot appears to be correct. Even if this were 29 weeks, one interpretation could be that Flynn would be completely freed within 30 weeks or by 30 weeks. So yes, there is increasing skepticism about the legitimacy of the 17 movement based on its most recent catastrophe of Trump losing the election. However, we as outsiders do not get to directly perceive the degree of military planning and precision that may have gone into Trump's ascendancy. And again, I remind you, in the spirit of 11/11, the suggestion of that particular synchronous number is that the future may be indeed wide open. It is your thoughts which can have a measurable impact on the ultimate outcome of specific situations. I intend for this video to be viewed beyond Thanksgiving Day, but for this given day, if you happen to be watching it, happy Thanksgiving. Be blessed, stay safe. Peace.